Okay, we are just back. Yes, I'm back on. Awesome. Okay. Super sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes that just happens, and it's I feel bad doing it, but I had to block the one guy that came in here. The guy's nice, but every time he comes in here, he brings in so many bots and spammers and stuff, and so I just blocked him. So shouldn't be able to come back on here, and I'm sorry about that. Hey there, Ivory. Yeah. All right, so we'll do jazz. Thank you, Carla. I'm waiting for Jasmina to come back. She thinks she's blocked, but it took me a while to get a new thing started. There we go. Awesome, Jasmina. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Sorry about that. Like I said, I blocked the source where that can come in, so hopefully that works. Trust me, Jasmina, I wouldn't block you. I was checking each time they were posting to see if it was you or not, so don't worry about that. Hey there, Fatine BK. All right. Again, Nightwave, I'm sorry that I had to block you, but you bring in horrible bots when you come in here, so I'm sorry about that, but so here's kind of what happens, guys. I know you did. You emailed me. I was taking a minute and I was making sure I blocked the situation that I needed to block. He does. But the thing is, here's the part that's messed up. The guy himself he's pretty nice. He's always been nice to me, but he just brings in trolls wherever he goes, and I can't risk that for my stream. You guys are on here sharing sensitive information, and I want to keep this as safe a space as I can. And so I'm just, yeah, anyway, so I still have your spread, Jasmina, and I'm still ready to go. But yeah, you're welcome. So Lele 2020, you are you're number 12 on the free list. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do Jasmina's question here. And then, well, eventually I'll get to the free list. But yeah. Okay, so here we go, Jasmina. So we had these cards here. Yeah, Carla, it just happens sometimes. Hey there, Hi Man Shu, how you doing, bud? I don't know. It's happened occasionally, but it's something that... Because you didn't know how to reach me. Okay, we can do that, Jasmina, because the 2 extra questions were $2 each a piece, right? So just 2 cards for those ones. Is that what you were thinking? And you can just email me. My email's in the link below. But I do appreciate you doing that, though. So we'll do another extra question. So, all right. So we got these cards here. Door to Spirit in reverse and the Tower card right here. Okay. So Door to Spirit in reverse and the Tower card could be that things are going to be changing for you, Jasmina, in a pretty big way. Yes, Carla, you're still on the list. Anyone that was on the list before, you guys are still on there. I just had to switch videos. But with Door to Spirit in reverse, we could be ignoring the signs of things that need to change, but we aren't necessarily doing them. Because door to spirit in reverse is like we're not listening to the subtle cues, right? So that can be a situation where, and this is over the next 3 months. So let's say this one here is going to be the next 2 weeks. Or 3 weeks. Let's do 3 weeks because then it adds up to 12, which is 3 months. So these two cards are going to be the next 3 weeks. And so it's going to be you focusing on what it is that you need to change to attract the things in your life that you want to have. A lot of times we don't want to listen to... A lot of times we don't want to listen to how something is. It can be kind of a biased way of looking at something. And it can be difficult for us to try to change. But the Tower card is not a card that's like, you'll get off the hook. The Tower card comes in, and it is a card that shakes things up. You'll notice that the Tower card here, it's connected, right? But then the top part is falling down, okay? So when I see that, when I see those cards here, to me it's saying that these cards are more about basically listen to what it is you need to do. Like if there's something you know you need to do, but it feels uncomfortable or it doesn't feel like an easy thing to do, do it. If we know we need to do it, we need to do it because something is telling us that it's time for us to get rid of what no longer serves us. And generally speaking, this can be connections, but it can also be just basically, I'm hearing the words like working with people. There could be certain people that you need to cut off. These could be friends. It could even be family, right? But there could be certain people that we're dealing with that are just not positive. Okay, you're switching jobs. That would make sense. That would make sense. Okay. All right, so if you're switching jobs, then yes, the Tower card coming in would be there. So, okay, let's do this then. So I've got these two cards here for the next 3 weeks, okay? So we have door to healing and happy, okay. Door to personal healing and happiness. Just sign an offer, be start in July. Okay, and then 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, well, awesome, Jasmine. Or Jasmina. Jasmina. All right, anyway. So, 10 of Cups in reverse, door to personal healing and happiness in reverse. That to me, when I look at those cards, so 3 weeks later, so 3 weeks from now would be, well, close to my birthday, okay? I'll be 33, just so you guys know. Magical age. Your feet hurt. Can't see very well. Maybe that's just me, though. I don't know. But these cards right here, the next 3 weeks. So this is going to be something that we're dealing with that could be challenging, right? And it could be we're working through emotional challenges. So there could be something coming up where our emotions are challenged, right? Because I get door to personal healing and happiness in reverse and 10 of Cups in reverse. And that to me is us not seeing something that we need to deal with. I can't stress this enough. Kind of the whole reading is getting rid of what we don't need for the 3 months. It's sort of like if you imagine you're... Let's see. You know, it's like when you're carrying a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys have played video games where you carry a lot of stuff, you become over encumbered, and then your character just walks kind of funny, like they need to take a shit because they're carrying too much in the video game. Anyway, and thank you, Jasmina. It's not for a minute. It's April 28th. I think I was wrong on the time frame I was given here, but what I'm saying here is that we need to get rid of what's over encumbering us. What is taking the time away from us? You're carrying the world on your shoulders. There you go. Yeah, and when we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, it can be a very difficult thing, and it's really hard when we're carrying the weight of the world. It's really hard to set it down. A lot of times, the reason why we carry the weight of the world is because we feel like we cannot trust other people to help us with it. And so setting it down is not an option for us. But eventually, your shoulders get tired. Okay, eventually your shoulders get tired. And then your back gives out. That's it. I mean, eventually it's not a good situation, right? By myself with 4 kids, father thinks they feed off air. Well, he sounds like a real asshole then. I trust zero to no one. Okay. Okay, I hear you. All right, so that's only going to get us so far, but I understand why you would trust zero to no one, like you said. I too have trouble trusting. But in order for us to get better at this, because this whole reading is kind of revolving around this kind of central truth, we need to kind of look at how to drop the lone wolf mentality. And that's hard to do. It's easier said than done. I know I'm asking a lot here, but we have to look at what that is, and I'll show you why I'm saying that, because we get these cards here. So this is going to be the next 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Every time you trust, you get backstabbed. But hear me out, Jasmina. What if the people that we trust, we put trust in because we've been traumatized, we haven't healed our wounds, and so the people that we put trust in, they know how to abuse us just right, and we view that as love? If that's the case, then of course the people you trust are going to backstab you, because you're focusing on attracting people from a hurt perspective versus from a healed perspective, right? I understand you put yourself 100% in. I don't doubt that a bit. But a lot of times when we're still in a space where we're traumatized and we haven't dealt with our issues, we're going to keep attracting the same people that are going to do remarkably the same things over and over and over again. They'll have different flesh suits, meat faces, but they're going to be the same. They're going to be the same on the inside of anything else, because a lot of times when we're traumatized, we just attract those kinds of people that feed off of trauma, and they feed off of drama. And if we're in a situation where a person is really dramatic and they're starting fights with us and shit like that, healthy people, that's not a situation you get yourself involved in, right? You've noticed the pattern. Okay. But we have to heal first. And that's going back, and that's looking at why do we do the things we do? With gentle observance. We don't judge ourselves and we don't put ourselves down, because that puts us right back at square one. But we look at what we do, and we look at how we can improve that. I feel like you're a really good person, Jasmina, but I feel like to everyone else, even though you say you don't trust anybody, you would still help anyone if they needed it, and especially your kids. But when it comes time for you to take care of yourself, it feels like you're depleted at the end of the day, right? Yes, subconsciously you attract the same kind of people. Yeah, that's essentially what it is. Now we have these two as well. We have these as well. So we have 5 of Swords, and then we have Walking Away. Now 5 of Swords is feeling like we're being pulled in too many directions, right? That can be a Laffy Taffy kind of situation that we're looking at here. And this is going to be 9 weeks in. Okay, so if we were, let's see, what would that be? I'm the kind of person that has everyone looking like they go to the Oscars, and I look like a homeless person. Yep, and that explains why this reading is the way it is. The next 3 months for you, Jasmina, are going to be a lot in a way where you need to focus on, and I'm not saying this in a way that's like sweet and innocent and cute. I'm saying I feel like this would help you tremendously, and I feel like you'll listen, but I just want to hammer this home, okay? Because what Spirit's trying to tell you here is this. 5 of Swords with Walking Away. Getting away from the things that scatter us, distract us, or do not serve us. Do you see how this person is standing here? Right? Now, either those are some damn tall stilettos, or he's walking on swords. I'm going to say he's walking on swords. I don't know how you women walk in stilettos. My ankles would buckle just looking at them, so congratulations to you guys. They look like the most uncomfortable thing, right? Anyway, if I could wear sweatpants as a tracksuit, I would, but anyway. So then we have these cards here. We have Action in reverse, and we have 4 of Cups in reverse, okay? So Action in reverse and the 4 of Cups in reverse, again, we're just not taking time to rest. We're not taking time to rejuvenate ourselves. And as long as you're doing that, Jasmina, what's going to happen, and you're probably not going to want to hear this, but what's going to happen is eventually you are going to form so much resentment towards people that it's going to be really hard for you to see the good in humanity. And I know that sounds drastic, but it gets to a spot where we become so jaded because we're not getting our needs met, because we don't ask for help, because we feel like no one can help us. We feel like we can't trust people. That's why we need to work on this. When this is worked on, things can happen, right? Okay. All right. So that's what I'm feeling like the next 3 months will be. It's not going to be... You never ask for help because everyone always says no. But that's the other thing. You're attracting people that are dumbasses, right? I don't mean to be blunt, but you're attracting people that don't give a shit. And that's why we need to heal, because those people that don't give a shit, they won't look attractive to us anymore. Friendships, relationships, family members, they won't. But we have to focus on ourselves, because like I said, the people you're surrounding yourselves with now, or you're surrounding yourself with, I don't think you're two people. Earlier you were. So that's where I'm coming from. Hey there, Cynthia and Concrete. We'll see what we can do for you, Concrete. And Cynthia, I can put you on the list here. Hold on. But let's see here. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay. You guys are welcome. Okay, yeah, you guys are on the list, Cynthia and Concrete. So, well, my family is like that since I was raised like this. I don't really think the rest of the world is the same. They're not. The rest of the world isn't the same, but the lens that we see our family through, that's a really difficult perception to break. The rest of the world is not like that. Sometimes our parents raise us to be scared of the world. Other times they raise us to be confident with the world. But a lot of times there's a lot of things that make us feel unsafe or nervous. Oh. Okay, Concrete, we'll look at that for you, my friend. It'll be a minute, but I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, we'll look at that. But yeah, the lens that our family teaches us, if it's skewed, we don't know it's skewed until we meet someone who can have a more secure attachment style, or someone who can kind of guide us in that direction. And a lot of times we are not, we're not raised with the ability to trust ourselves and our own judgment. And our parents can belittle us, our parents can make us feel like we're lesser than, and they're supposed to be our main lens for the world, right? I was raised with tough love, and that made me grow into dealing with everything by myself. Right, Jasmina, I understand that. I can definitely understand that. I still have those tendencies from time to time, but it does eventually get easier. It's not something that stays difficult forever. It's like a skill, like anything else. It just takes time to develop. But let's do this, Jasmina. So let's go to the next. You said you had 2 more questions. What were those? And then we can do that, because I had IG kind of bought me out. She usually does that when she comes on here. So I wanted to get to a couple of her questions, but I want to address your questions first, Jasmina. So yeah. And like I'm saying here, oh, it's hot. Hey, that feels good. Gotta get rid of the fart smell. Okay, so yeah, I understand being raised with tough love. It's not, it's no way to raise a kid, honestly, because all you do is make them doubt and question themselves when they're older. And then they have trouble trusting people. And it just becomes a mess. It just becomes a disorganized mess, and we have to undo that. But it takes time, effort, and patience to undo what's been done. I mean, you know. Your father and you have a rocky relationship since forever. He's old now and is offering to help, but I don't really trust him. Should I? Hey there, Patro. I can put you on the list here. Did you like and subscribe for me, Patro? Should you trust him? Let's look at that. Should you trust your father? Okay, you're on the list, Petro. I got you. Should you trust your father? Man, Meilu, you're moving fast. How's it going? You got engaged? That's awesome. I meant you're moving fast in the way that you said you booked a role for a show, and now... Man, that's awesome. I wish you the best with that. That sounds pretty damn cool. So I get these two cards right here, all tied up in reverse, and then the world in reverse. Again, that's making me feel like... do you feel like your father, Jasmina, would be someone that would help you and then hold it over you? Is that a situation, or what do you feel with this? How has he been in the past? Has he ever offered financial help before? Yeah, Meilu, exactly. What more could you ask for? That's awesome. You too, Meilu. Have a good one. Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, we got Yoshi and Hazel back there. Okay, so you said he's done it too many times. Okay. Give his back. Okay. So I would say, Jasmina, if you feel like you can't trust him at this situation, wait until he's earned your trust, and then from there, feel like if you can get a relationship with him. But if it feels like there's strings attached or there's some control issues from him, or if he wants to control you or wants to manipulate you in some way, I would say, you know, step away from that situation. Hey there, Monica J. No, I can put you on the list here. Could you subscribe for me, my friend? And I can put you on the list. Yeah, every time you give him a chance, he pulls the stabbing cards. So, yeah, don't do that then, Jasmina. Ivory, I can give you number 25. They're going okay. We're having some issues here and there, but it hasn't been too bad. You didn't tell. Wait a minute. One second, guys. Hold on. There we go. I know, Jasmine, I'm sorry. You get people coming on here and just being assholes. They got nothing better to do, so. Hey there, 17, how are you doing? Hey, Chantel. Are you there? I'm just curious. I am sorry about that, Jasmina. Okay, no, Ava Z, you haven't missed your turn. We're still doing, okay. So, Chantel, if you wouldn't mind, there's people, not yet, Lele. We're getting there, though. There's people coming on here and just kind of disrupting the channel and just basically being jerks. I feel like they got nothing better to do, so basically they're spamming. So we have InfoWars is coming on here and spamming, but they keep making new accounts. I guess that's just what they want to do. So if you could block anyone that looks like they're doing that, but InfoWars is going to be the main one, at least for right now. Thank you. Oh. Okay, so the one that says XVII, they were legit. Hey, Jody, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Okay, Jasmina, let me look at the email here. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, so block Tom Gully and block InfoWar, and we can do it that way. And then there's another one here. Awesome, Jody. Glad to hear that. And thank you, Chantel, for helping. Super appreciated. Okay, so, wonder if you're still there. Hey, Chim. Thank you, Jasmina. Okay. And hey, Chim. I don't know if I said hello. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering what we can do here. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna leave and come back here in just a minute. Give me a second. I'm gonna come right back here in just a second. So give me 1 minute here, but I'm gonna end this stream and then we'll start up again here in just a second.